So good to have basketball back.
Yeah, I've never been happier in my whole life.
Oh man, I missed this.
Nothing but good things to talk about.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Losers Lounge.
What the hell, dude? What the hell?
Man, Nuggets fall to the Golden State Warriors 137 to 131. We are presented by Bet365. Use that DNVR 365 code when you sign up. Choose your offer. Find out why, whatever the moment. It's never ordinary at Bet365. We're also in the Toyota Losers Lounge. Not
Hell
any.
yeah, dude.
Toyota Losers Lounge here. Driven by your front range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Man, I will say this, a very entertaining game.
I was very entertained up until a certain point.
I'll tell you this, the highs of this game are pretty high. Like, there's a lot to talk about. It is, the Nuggets feel like we don't really know what this new version is. And this is, I feel like we learned more tonight than we have, in all the preseason. So a lot of stuff to get to. And I am glad I get to talk about it with you fellas, including the very well-dressed Brendan Vogt.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I actually want to give...
Brendan dressed for his own funeral.
I have it. You want to do it right off the top? Go for it.
Oh, yeah, I was going to just make sure we did it, but I don't want to...
Hit it.
I'll use my time to give a birthday shout-out to a big diehard, a big Nuggets fan who was in the building for the opener tonight, didn't get the result he wanted. So we'll do our best. Jordan O'Brien, to make this a happy 47th birthday to you. Happy birthday from us at DNVR Nuggets.
Sorry about the loss.
Sorry about the loss, brother. I wish this was a vibier birthday shout-out.
Also, sorry about that age. Ugh.
Yeah, so, man,
Disgusting.
really? Wow, 47. Holy crap. Over here, the 47-year-old, D-Lenko.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, guys, I'm back, and I'm back into a deep depression.
We're so back, baby. We're so back. Like a cool wind blowing in from the north.
It's not full seasonal affected depression time, but it isn't not
close.
full
Yeah.
seasonal.
We're close.
We're in, and we're in deep.
Speaking of the wind, Harrison Wind.
One game in, I'm tired.
Well, it doesn't help that these games are so freaking late.
Me and Yoke, tired.
Let's go to a fast breakdown because it's kind of long. I'll try to speed through it. 10-0 start for the Warriors. Remember how awful it felt in the first 3 minutes of this game?
It was
10-0.
It didn't even, for me, I didn't even have time to feel awful.
I know, it was
what is
that
happening,
quick.
dude?
It was so quick. But then the Nuggets went on a monster run of their own, 10-0, and then they just looked incredible.
Incredible.
Makes me think that the Nuggets might be good if they can just not wear themselves out or get in shape. Murray, he came out at the 5-minute mark. AG, 3 3-pointers, kind of all in a row. He had 11 points. Nuggets were up 9, and they were rolling. Bench coughed it up a little bit, had some turnovers, gave up some offensive rebounds to Jimmy Butler. 31-27 Nuggets at the end of 1. Second quarter, Jamal Murray was hooping. He was unbelievable to start that quarter. Big Val was making some shots. Spencer Jones, the 10th man, not Julian Strawther, not Jalen Pickett, Spencer Jones into the game. Then AG in the second quarter, you guys, 4 more threes. 7 3-pointers in the first half, had 25 points. The Nuggets had like a 15-point lead until the last 60 seconds. And this is really championship basketball. How do you close quarters, close halves? They got real sloppy because they were up by so much. And they sneaky coughed up a lot of points in that last end of it. And it was 70-61 Nuggets, which is a 9-point lead. But it kind of felt like, damn, they were just up 15.
Yep.
This should have been bigger. Third quarter, Warriors made their run, as you expect. Steph Curry started to catch fire. The Warriors took the lead. It was an absolute disaster quarter for the Denver Nuggets. But at the very end, the Nuggets needed something to give them a spark in the fourth. Bruce Brown grabbed an offensive board, kicked it out to Jamal Murray for 3. Murray hits it, and it tied it, and it just felt like reset. Fourth quarter game, 94-94, reset, momentum no longer in Golden State's favor. Back and forth for the first couple minutes, then Adelman made it what I thought was a great adjustment. He put Aaron Gordon in for Peyton Watson. P-Watt was struggling a little bit, and they went on a nice run, 6-point lead. Career high for Aaron Gordon. Then Jokic checks in. We think, okay, here it is. Lead and Jokic in. Immediate 5-0 run for the Warriors. Steph Curry had a wide open 3 with 4 minutes to go, and he missed it. He was on fire, and he missed the easiest shot of the night, and it felt like the Nuggets were going to get a run. Timeout for the Warriors with the Nuggets up, and the Nuggets force a 24-second violation. You're like, okay, here it is. Then there was a crazy play. Cam Johnson appeared to take a charge. They called it a block. On review, it looked good to me.
Gotta challenge
David
this.
Adelman did not use his challenge.
With
With
3
2
timeouts.
minutes and 32 seconds, 3 timeouts, up 7. So instead, you're only up 5. Then Christian Brown fouled Steph for a 3. Just like that, man. It was such a big. Those 2 plays were so big. Jokic went to the line, missed 1, made 1 of 2 free throws, and a Curry 3 tied it. Murray misses an ISO. Curry misses with 40 seconds left. So it's Nuggets ball with 40 seconds left. And Aaron Gordon hits another 3-pointer. And it felt like that might be the win. But no, Steph Curry disagreed. He gets the ball back and shoots a logo 3-pointer early in the shot clock and just absolutely drains it. Nuggets get lost shot. Jokic shot a little floater that we've seen him take a million times, but he did not make it this time. 120, we go to overtime. Curry hit a 3 very early. AG had an and 1. Jokic had a tough bucket over Draymond. That felt good, but then Horford made a 3. Murray turned it over, just was getting pressured and kind of just threw the ball away. Golden State took a 3-point lead. Murray had a tough bucket. AG had a goaltend, but then after that, it was all Warriors. Jimmy hits a 3. Warriors went up 6. Nuggets couldn't score. Didn't even get back. Warriors go up 9. And that was your ball game. Nuggets fall. In between there, Jokic missed a couple of really big-time plays, man, down the stretch, which was really, really tough. All right, Red Hawk Roofing, big takeaways. Harrison, start us off.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway is, man, I'm pissed at Jokic, and that sucks.
Crazy, huh?
It sucks to be mad at Jokic, and I am after this game. I mean, he just wasn't good enough. 21 on 8 of 23 shooting. He shot 13 threes and only made 2 of them. I don't know why he was floating around the perimeter so much. His first 3 baskets were all layups in the paint, and then maybe it was a result of Aaron Gordon just getting going and he backed off, but it's not like the Warriors have that many centers to worry about and that much size. He floated on the perimeter a lot. He missed that game winner that we've seen him make a million times. And he looked tired. He looked fatigued, and he looked a little out of shape. So it's just disappointing because it was a great game, and like it was all there for the taking. Steph Curry, he delivered. He absolutely did. Jokic didn't. And it just sucks to have that taste in your mouth on opening night.
You said he looked tired. I disagree. I think he looked exhausted. He looked like so much more. Tired is like a little short on his shot here. Exhausted is he's not even going inside the paint. He's not stepping up on Steph Curry pick and rolls.
And 10 minutes in even. You know what I mean? It didn't take very long.
Yeah, I thought it was once the second half started.
Fair enough,
I mean, the
fair
defense dropped off a cliff, it felt like, in the second half. And I mean, Curry was going right by him. It was not good.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm looking at the poll results. It's 99% to 1%.
Well, don't tell me the results because I haven't
I
looked,
won't.
so
I
I don't
never
want
would.
to. I don't
I
want to
never
know what
would.
it is. That's a very good Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway, Harrison.
I hate to say it.
We're
but
not done talking about that one. D-line.
Hey guys, my Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway. Listen, I'll say it. We all were talking about it. It's a little bit of a hot button topic right now. The pregnant man, Adelman. Adelman kind of froze in big moments. Didn't call timeouts when it seemed like his team was tired. Didn't call for what seemed like a very obvious challenge situation. I even had nicknames for both of them. A rage timeout, pregnant pause.
What? Ration? What?
A rage timeout, a pregnant pause.
His version of the rage timeout is a pregnant
Or
pause.
and then calling for a review a paternity test.
Stop.
You know what? Let's just keep it going. I'm actually with this. This is great. He should have taken a paternity test. What was he doing? You have to take a paternity
That's
test in
insane.
that situation.
Anyway, I'm disgusted, man. Like, and I remember him doing this in the playoffs. Like, there are moments where it gets down the stretch. And listen, I'm not going to go. I don't want to get too hyperbolic here. This is the first game of the year. I think ultimately this fell on the players. But there were moments where your coach needs to help you out. I don't know that up until then there were moments. I think I need to ruminate on his rotations a little bit to see what I think.
Rotations were pretty good.
I thought they were pretty. Like I didn't really have any complaints as the game was going on, but in those moments, that is where you need your coach to step up, and that's where a domineering personality like Michael Malone can shine through and not be shook and step up and actually insert and impose his own sort of rage and will on the game. And we didn't see that from David Edelman tonight. There's obviously a lot of season left, but one game in, that's my feeling.
I think I kind of don't know if I want to pull on more of it. Like, we got to talk about more of this. What I will say is I can already read the comments. I can already see tomorrow's comments. It's one game. You guys are drawing a lot of conclusions. That's the show. We watch the game and then we talk about what we are thinking about after the show. So, yes, things can change with the game, too.
Take that hypothetical person from tomorrow.
God, I can't believe this guy. He's on right now. Nerve in the chat. No, but I will say it's not even just that. The conditioning part, there's a lot of guys that were out of shape. One of the things he says, I think they're in good shape. They never played into the fourth quarter, so we never saw it in the preseason.
Some of the guys are in good shape.
Well, he did say some of the guys, but you kind of think this or that, and that was one of the things that was disappointing is the Nuggets, multiple Nuggets didn't look like it. So a lot of David Edelman things to get to. He did a lot of good things too, but mixed bag for sure. Brennan, Vogt?
Yeah, I agree with what you guys had to say. I'll go defensive. I'll go defense. I thought the Nuggets looked a little discombobulated and scrambled for most of the night. Christian Brown definitely struggled to stay attached to Curry, but
it's probably the hardest assignment in the league.
But I also thought it just wasn't an organized effort, right? Like it seemed like at times certain guys made overcompensation efforts to help, but then they were out of position. Brown and Jokic had a hell of a time guarding that pick and roll. I thought for the most part the starters just really, really couldn't get a stop when they needed to, right? So not the hottest start for David Edelman and Jared Dudley's new defense. It looked to me so scrambled, it's hard to even go, well, it was schematic. I just didn't think they were prepared or ready, or in Jokic's case, in good enough shape. I agree with your guys' big takeaways, both of you. I mean, the Jokic one is the real one. It's so rare for us to come right out of the gate going after 15, but he just didn't play a very good game in the opener. I would say a shockingly poor performance in the opener, and in my opinion, the conditioning was a big part of it, and it was a big part of their inability to defend. And again, just Christian Brown, not super excited to hammer him right out of the gate with the big extension, but if he's going to have kind of that barren performance offensively, I would look at that and go, well, hopefully he was great on defense, and he wasn't tonight. So defensively, it was a challenge. For all the things we're looking at, they put up 131 points. Even with overtime, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Their offensive rating was enormous. 124.8 would lead the league if they had that.
But they looked like they struggled as much guarding that team as Nuggets iterations of the past, and that's not a great sign to me.
I will, and just to push back on it, because I do agree with you, the defense wasn't good. This is like you just played the most unique team in the league to guard, and Steph Curry made a lot of shots, including a crazy logo three. I mean, if he doesn't make that logo three, the Nuggets win. And
as far as installing a new defense, you're in Golden State. I'm with you, but it did still stand out to me.
But it was not a good defense tonight. So, my Red Hawk Roofing, you guys all downers, and I get it. I'm gonna zig just because if I would have gone first, I would have been a downer. But since you guys did, I'm gonna
zigzag.
We went in logical order.
Shout out Aaron Gordon, man.
Shout out Aaron Gordon.
50 points, a career high for him by a wide margin. His previous career high was 41, 10 3-pointers. There have been 2 Nuggets before tonight that have made 10-plus threes in a game. Ty Lawson and J.R. Smith. Now you add Aaron Gordon to that list. That's so bizarre. And I got to say, man, Aaron Gordon to me looks like he has molded himself perfectly into the role that he is going to have to play for this team. 10 is an outlier. He was a little hot tonight. I don't think he's going to have that again. Probably won't have it very often if he does have it again.
He was a little warm tonight.
He was a little hot tonight, but the confidence that you can have if you have him making shots like that, and he played good defense. He did a lot of good things tonight for the Nuggets, and it sucks that the rest of the team wasn't quite up for it. Ironically, AG's the one that rested 2 games in the preseason. Right. And yet was in the best shape, tonight and be able to go.
Did the Nuggets play too much?
Maybe they played too much, actually. I mean, let me revise my take. But no, in all sincerity, there's some really good stuff that came out of this game and some stuff that's a little concerning, namely Yoke. Like, we all feel Yoke's our security blanket, where no matter how bad things are, you're like, well, Yoke's good.
Bed bugs in it.
Tonight, we can't believe that Yoke was actually
bed bugs in our security blanket.
But if we just forget that and think that, okay, he will get back to what we believe him to be, and it's a tough match or whatever it is, you step back and go, man, if Aaron Gordon's going to have that level of confidence, he shot 43%, 44% from 3 last year, and then he comes out in game 1 and hits 10 of 11. It's a hell of a good sign, man. That was a hell of a game. And we always talk about how long will you remember these games. Sadly, it's a loss, but we'll always remember that AG had a 50-point game with 10 threes.
Yeah.
To pick up where he left off too, right? Coming from the postseason, where it's just to come right into this and bring a heroic effort to the table. It almost feels like we've reached a point where everyone else has to start doing right by AG here, man. He's putting some Herculean efforts together out there, and tonight was another one. But I will say, as far as carrying stuff over, look, did they waste the 10 of 11 from 3 performance? Yes. But I think But I think Aaron Gordon looks healthy, right?
Yeah.
And the confluence of healthy and still a sharpshooter, just that change alone, before you even get into Adelman or the second unit or Cam, just that change alone does bode well for Denver. Unfortunately, it was all for naught tonight.
The worst part is the Nuggets played an awesome game.
On
They played an
offense.
awesome
I mean,
game.
it is a little shocking. They lost 50 from Aaron
I
Gordon
cannot
and the
believe they lost
bench.
this game.
I mean, how are they going to
Positive.
survive the non-Valanciunas minutes going forward?
My big takeaway, Harrison, for 99% of the night was the second unit just won them a game in the opener.
Yeah.
In the opener, and didn't get to let that take root.
That's why I say there's a lot of really good things here. There's a few not so great things, so we're going to get to all of it on the show. We got a lot to get to. Right now, we're going to go to break, but let us know in the comments, both in the live chat and below, what was your Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway from this game if you had to pick just one?
And you have to type "caw" after that. Just,
You do have to.
Otherwise, it's not a Red Hawk Roofing takeaway.
Yeah, otherwise it doesn't count. Shout out to our friends over at HelloFresh. Look, fall has arrived. Cooler temps, longer nights. Part of your meals, are you craving some warm home-cooked meals?
As long as it's comfort food.
That's where HelloFresh comes in, bringing you comforting chef-design recipes and fresh, seasonal ingredients right to your door. HelloFresh, they've actually doubled their menu recently. You can choose from over 100 options each week. It's healthier, feel great, and eat healthier with really good tasting food. The best way to cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/Nuggets10FM. You get 10 free meals, plus a free item for life. For life. 1 per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on the first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. That's HelloFresh.com/Nuggets10FM. You got to get that /Nuggets10FM to get 10 free meals and a free item for life. 91% of customers say they feel healthier eating with HelloFresh. Be
Love it.
part of that 91%.
We're getting so many shots with caw.
You gotta say it. You have to.
At Rocky Mountain Cancer Centers, they are proud to stand with fans across Colorado, treating more adult cancer than anyone else in our great state. And Rocky Mountain Cancer Centers are the official sponsor of Denver sports fans. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, is it? Well, that's what it says here. I'm going to keep reading. DNVR and Rocky Mountain Cancer Centers are proud to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Most of us know someone who's faced it, and it hits closer to home than we'd like to admit. For sure. Of course, that's true. The good news, it's highly treatable when caught early. So here's the challenge, ladies. If you're 40 or older, schedule your screening. And fellas, check in with the women you care about. Your mom, your sister, your best friend, your teammate. A simple nudge could make all of the difference. And if you find you or a loved one does need treatment, remember that Rocky Mountain Cancer Centers are here to help. Rocky Mountain Cancer Centers, the official sponsor of Denver sports fans. Head to RockyMountainCancerCenters.com to learn more.
I Googled it. It is, in fact, Breast Cancer Awareness.
It is.
we
And
go.
I figured they wouldn't.
It's October, yes.
I just, I don't know anything, so I just don't want to make mistakes.
All right, back here, everybody throw some likes in the chat. Get these likes up so we can get all Nuggets fans in here.
Man, there's a lot of cost.
a lot of cause. Or just keep
Requirement,
saying
you
cause.
have to do it.
Let's go to the bad first, so that as the show progresses, we pick
I thought you were
ourselves
supposed
up.
to be the
No,
beacon of shining
well,
light.
I had to
He
save
had
that
his
segment
positive,
one.
so now he's got to go.
Yeah, I had to save that
negative.
segment
cool.
one. Let's talk a little bit here real quickly about Cam Johnson. 5 points tonight. I believe only 3 times last year did he score under 10 points in all of the games that he played. 2 of 8, 1 of 6 from 3. A lot of those phenomenal looks. He still looks a little shook. But that's not what bothers me, because I just think he's going to make shots as he settles in. What bothers me is he had so many chances where the play was obvious, and he looks shook. He looks really, I mean, what have we heard Adelman say? He needs to just be himself. Right now he's playing tight. He's trying to fit in too much, be aggressive. He would get a little like pump fake or run into a catch. Guy would fly by him. And now you have 5-on-4. And rather than attack, you just be like, who wants the ball? Somebody else get the ball real quick. I think it's going to take time, so I'm not panicked about it. But it was a little bit like he has to meet this team where they are, I think, from a aggressiveness standpoint. And tonight was like, damn, man, he looked like Tim Hardaway Jr. Part of me was like, get him in there. He'll shoot.
Yeah, I mean, Cam looked hesitant in the preseason. He looked way more skittish, though, tonight, though.
Way more. Tonight was really bad, I thought.
And I always thought, like we all did, it would take a little time for him to, look like the perfect fit we think he'll be. But I'm kind of surprised he's looked like he has. I mean, this is a guy who's played in the finals before. He's played on good teams. I mean, last year he was like a number one option. I didn't expect him to come in and look this hesitant. I just thought he would approach it differently. But it was a problem tonight. Like, it really was. He was not really a threat out there. He got great looks, just didn't make them. And it kind of just felt like there was a piece of the Nuggets offense missing.
Yeah.
And that was Cam.
Yep, 100%.
The weirdest thing is we keep repeating that sentence. I don't understand what is taking so long for him to settle in. Like Tim Hardaway Jr., playing with Jokic, I guess, maybe there's something intimidating about that, but you would think that your shooting wouldn't be the first thing to fall off. Like Tim Hardaway Jr. steps in, he should by all rights be just as unsettled. He is not hesitating for a second.
Point,
like,
yeah. Very valid.
It's been however many games now. You would think, maybe his rotations are bad. Maybe he's getting cooked on defense.
He had a couple good moments defensively.
Can I read you a David Adelman quote on this?
Yeah.
He says, it's not easy. Everybody says, oh, he's playing with Nikola. He's playing with Jamal, so it should be easy. It's not like you're trying to find your space out there. You're trying to be unselfish, but at the same time show them that you can score, you can handle the ball. So it's a balancing act. He's been great, but I expect him to have a great season. I don't know that it's as easy. I do think that he needs to step up, but I don't think it's as easy as like, man, it should be like easy.
I was just going to say the same exact thing, man. I mean, there's a little bit in this role of you're waiting to touch the ball, and then when you touch the ball, it's maybe just to shoot, but then you don't necessarily want to shoot, especially as the game gets tight, because you're supposed to be deferential to those two together. This is not an excuse. I do think it's a partial explanation, and I've always said that I'm not trying to, this is not a retroactive thing, just looking forward. Like, I've always said this honestly about Mike too. Like, I think it's a little harder than people realize to thread the needle of wait, space the floor, be deferential. Oh, go take the shot, take this moment. Cam has to do that over the course of the season. I still expect him to, but there's no doubting it, D-line, that it's not what happened tonight.
Yeah, it's confusing. I mean, I understand, I understand the explanation and why that would be, but it's also like, it's just strange to me, man. Like why a shooter can just suddenly just not be a shooter. And it's not just this game. It's been every game that he's played in so far. You would think that at a certain point, like he would just, especially we're talking about him, and he's actually saying as well, like he's actually very comfortable with the idea of sitting in the corner, being deferential, being that guy that's like making sure that the other the other players are getting the ball when they need to. I mean, I understand all of it. I'm a little shook by it, to be honest. Like,
I'm not nearly shook yet. I mean, to me, it's like the first 20 games or so, I kind of want to see him. I think he'll have ups and downs. To me, it's much more about what you look like, as is their progression as you go on. But I'm not necessarily surprised by tonight. Certainly disappointed, but not necessarily surprised. The next guy, as our airing of grievances.
Let's go, dude.
We've been very prescient. Very proud of the documentary we made and the narratives we spun up for all of the different players. Because as I watched it back, there were some players I was like, were we too harsh on this or that? What we all said about Christian Brown, and the questions we were asked were like,
we weren't harsh enough.
What concerns do you have? And it was like, I think he's a good defender, but this team needs a great one.
Yep.
Tonight, he was a zero impact guy on Christian Brown, on Steph Curry. I know that's a tough cover. I know all these things, but you'd want to have a guy that you at least feel like, yeah, but just make some plays. Like, I don't remember any plays he made tonight defensively. Loose balls or this or anything.
Cam's a bigger story because he's new. For me, after Jokic, it was Christian Brown that stuck out in a bad way. I
missed at the rim, too.
Missed at the rim to start the year. Very non-Christian like, and look, I'm not trying to open up a whole, just looking at what happened in the opener, man. Missed that 1-3, which also I thought he kind of rushed it with 6 seconds left at the clock. Missed at the rim, missed an opportunity to find Murray open in the corner because he was kind of being a little stubborn to get it to the rim. That's all well and good if he's got like 7 rebounds and he played great defense, but he didn't do those things either. Now, Steph is a very tough cover. at the risk of relitigating old stuff, it was something Kentavious Caldwell-Pope did really well in this matchup. It was not something Christian did well after he left. He didn't do it well tonight. It's tough, but it is his job, especially if he's only going to go score 6 points. So,
and some of these he wasn't close on. Like a lot of this, they run Steph off a lot of screens. He's not the best screen navigator because there was a handful of plays where it was like
he's not.
Yeah.
And that's so then you have the two people navigating the screen there are Brown and Jokic, right? And like with Curry and Draymond, that's a nightmare. But let's say you face him in the playoffs. That's something I think Christian has to figure out as best he can. And tonight it was a uphill start for him.
Yeah, it was a rough night for him. The finishes at the rim were rough too, because I mean that was his calling card last year. He did not miss around the rim, but just was not able to hit tonight.
Yeah, tough.
You don't have any other thoughts on him?
Night.
I mean,
Night.
I mean, I feel like everybody else does. It's just Cam and Christian were the two guys that you were expecting a lot more from in that starting unit, and the starting unit is the one that let the Nuggets down. They're the ones that are all in the negative. They were the ones, and granted, that all comes from Steph Curry just getting absolutely just nuclear, catching fire, dude.
Yeah, he was 2 of 5 from the paint. 2 of those misses at the rim, so literally at the rim. One of them like right on the line of the restricted area. So yeah, good shots that you kind of expect him to make. Jamal Murray, I thought he started this game unbelievable. We were so excited about some of the shots he was making, some of the plays he was making, even defensively.
Absolutely.
The rotations he was making. He had 25 points, 10 assists on 11 of 20 shooting. That feels like a good night. But like the game as a whole, it was really good in the first quarter, great in the second, disappeared in the third, never turned it back on as the game got going. He did have a couple of shots that, were big, but the impact disappeared in that second half. And to me, that's another. You were talking about Adelman earlier. Yoke looked out of shape. Murray wore down. Some of the guys like that. When you talk about some of the character differences, you're like, he said they were mostly in good shape, and he didn't need to play him in the fourth because he knew this or that. And then you get to game one, and you're like, your Starsburg ran out of gas. Mm-hmm. That's a little scary. But Jamal ran out of gas. I thought.
I agree.
He definitely did. I mean, he died after halftime. He was unbelievable in the first half.
I was so hyped.
Unbelievable, man. And he had the 3 steals too. He was everywhere on defense.
Yep.
Getting into passing lanes, deflections, like he was a monster. And just the purpose he was playing with on offense, like he knew he was the best player on the floor, and he probably was in the first half.
Yeah.
Him and AG. But it disappeared after halftime. And like you just look at the box score, 40 minutes, 41 minutes for Yoke. High 30s for most of the starters. They wore down the second half. And I mean that's why the Warriors won.
Yeah.
What do you think of Jamal?
I mean, I feel like you guys did. It really started off beautifully. I mean, really, he
was so good.
He was so good. Yeah,
I was about to get reckless at halftime with some of my tweets. I was like, you know what? Let me wait.
But then it
Thank
comes.
God.
The thing that sucks is that you have the Warriors to compare and contrast, and you see what Steph Curry does as it gets down into the most important times, and Murray and Jokic, the two guys that are usually playing off of each other that can equal the heat of a Steph Curry. Neither one of them were doing anything when the moment was the biggest, and so it's just a bummer, dude. It's a bummer.
You have anything to add on Jamal? I mean, he really was great in the good part.
Look, I think Jamal has entered the season in better shape than he has in years past. I agree that he wore down, and look, it's overtime tonight. But you really didn't want Jamal to have to play 40 minutes. Jokic and Jamal to have to play 40 minutes, right? And
I guess the overtime factors in.
The overtime factors in a lot. But look, even if they didn't, I mean, they logged some heavy minutes. And my point with Jamal is, I think it's still going to have to be that way all year long, because the only way the second unit makes sense, and it did tonight, it absolutely did. But it makes sense with Jamal in there at point guard. And to Wynn's point, in the first half, Jamal did everything right. He even played really well in the non-Jokic minutes alongside that lineup, which I think is more adequate, more proper in terms of just a professional lineup. But he's probably still going to have to play some heavy minutes. And this all comes even with the borderline inexplicable 6 minutes that Spencer Jones played, which was to try to alleviate some of that. You didn't
like those. I kind of like those minutes, man, because I think sometimes you just need. Who else can you play for 6 minutes and expect them to be produced?
Look, I'm just saying that you still had to do that just to like provide some relief, and Murray still had to log heavy minutes. I mean, look, Spencer Jones minutes weren't a disaster. He was a +5. I just think that's because Aaron Gordon was going peak Klay Thompson. That lineup was a little funky to me. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it works out in the long run. I could be overreacting to that. The point really is just expect more of a heavy workload for Jamal Murray because they need him.
Yeah.
He played 40 minutes. I mean, if he didn't play OT, it would have been 35.
Which is about right. That's
fine.
about what you want. Jokic 36 might have been a minute more than I would have liked, but the bigger thing is that they look tired at that part, and it's just like,
I mean, they look tired the whole second half.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of a bummer. Now, I will say, this is the Warriors' second game, and that might be part of it. They've already caught their wind. In Denver, this was their first one, and maybe Denver didn't even realize they were out of shape till you get here. But that's part of the point of, it's a new coach. He's never gone through training camp. He's never gone through this, and you roll it out for the first time, and you're like, I feel good about my team. And then the fourth quarter comes along, and you go, damn, we're all tired.
Yep.
Maybe.
But it's like all this being said, Jokic makes that shot, they win.
100%. And that's and that would have been a great win.
Amazing. But once overtime hit, and it's particularly like the last minute and a half of
I
overtime.
had zero confidence in them winning that game once it went to overtime.
I agree.
Oh,
too.
same
I
thing.
agree.
We all
They
knew it
missed
was
that
over.
shot.
We all knew they were dead tired on that
And
one.
look, tired's not an excuse. This is a criticism in game one to look tired.
Yep, 100%. All right. Anything else we got it out of our system? There's some good stuff in this game that I want
For
to
sure.
get to.
There's great stuff in this
All right,
game.
let's take a break on the other side. Good stuff.
Finally,
That's
stay
what we'll
tuned.
talk about.
Shout out to Bet365. Lost all my bets tonight. But
Sick.
Well,
Bet365, we've
other
got
side.
football coming up this weekend. SGP Sundays with Bet365. They've got that. Thursday night football tonight. So many great offers from Bet365. With the NBA, you can place a qualifying same-game parlay bet with the safety net bet feature on Tuesday NBA games. Get up to $10 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Terms and conditions apply. Tons of other stuff. Custom boosts. We had our custom DNVR bet on there that was very close to hitting. We just needed a Nuggets win, and it would have hit. From Bet365, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when you bet $5, win or lose. Sign up, use the code DNVR365, deposit $10, place a bet for $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. You can use those on spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 21 plus, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply.
And Red Hawk Roofing, our very best friends. They are the best roofers in Denver. And at this point, if you're a sports fan, they're the only roofers in Denver. Like if you hear the word roof, there's a pretty strong word association with our friends at Red Hawk. And we want that to be the case with DNVR as well. They do such a good job sponsoring all of our some of our favorite content we get to make together. But that's a side deal for them. Their real deal is roofing. There's no project too small for our guys at Red Hawk. They're your go-to for everything from minor repairs to full roof replacement on your home or business. They also want long-lasting relationships with customers. Like this is an industry where, look, you the consumer might not know everything you need to know, right? About what you should be paying, what goes on up there. Red Hawk Roofing, they're not interested in cutting corners or taking anything from you. They want you to know that you can trust them and that you can spread the good word with your friends, with your family. No matter the job, big or small, Red Hawk Roofing is there. Supporting your local teams also means supporting local businesses like Red Hawk Roofing. If you're looking for a new roof over your home or business, be sure to check out Red Hawk Roofing at redhawkroofing.com or call 720-771-8921. Tell them DNVR Nuggets sent you.
Man, shout out to all the people that were at the bar tonight. We really
Dude, it was a beautiful night.
had everything
with one exception.
With one exception, and just how the game ended. But it really was dope. We've told people they're doing all this work on Colfax, so we appreciate when people come out to the bar, celebrate with us. Was it a good time downstairs tonight? Hell yeah. Till the very end. It would have been a great night if they would have just pulled it off, man. The crowd was going nuts. It really was like you were there. It felt phenomenal till it didn't. Let's get to the good stuff though.
Please.
I know.
The Nuggets bench didn't just win their minutes tonight. +5 Spencer Jones, +4 Big Val, +5 Tim Hardaway Jr., +6 Bruce Brown. Peyton Watson, who had a bad game tonight, neutral, 0. Not a plus, not a minus. But the bench didn't just do that. I thought they had an identity. Like they actually played basketball in a way that I was like, yes, this should work, and it did work. And that part is really encouraging to me. Val scored, Murray led it, Tim Hardaway got buckets, Bruce Brown made plays.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the Murray stagger, like all of a sudden it makes a lot of sense, right? The second unit without the point guard looked a little confusing. Murray in past iterations of the second unit looked like the spacing wasn't there. Those minutes were futile. Tonight, it clicked. It was a fit. You have Tim Hardaway spacing. You have a real big in Jonas Valanciunas that draws some attention. If you want to run pick and roll, you can. it wasn't a great night for Watson, but you see the idea is he can maybe spell some of the ball handling troubles and bring some defense to that group. I thought there was room for Murray to play real basketball with the second unit, and he looked really good in those minutes. And shout out to the guys who played well alongside him. Tim Hardaway Jr., who struggled in the preseason, got warm tonight. That was nice to see. Bruce Brown, I thought, brought a lot defensively. Even if he couldn't quite corral all those loose balls, he was competing. And I just thought that unit made sense. And to look at one game and see, man, their second unit almost lost them the game, and this second unit almost won them the game. That's encouraging, win or lose. That's one I think you can take going forward and say that was a bright spot tonight for sure.
Yeah, I think I've seen enough. The Nuggets bench is good. Like, it's going to be a good bench this season. And I think the biggest reason why is Big Val. And he shot 4 or 5 for 8 points tonight, but he was a presence. Like, he was a big presence inside. He changed the game when he came in.
Yep.
And, I mean, just to have that center rotation is just going to be massive this season. We didn't see him and Jokic play together tonight, but he was a force. His jumper was going a little bit, finish around the rim. I mean, it's just such a big difference from last year. Now they have just what's a normal bench lineup out there. You have a normal lineup with a big that can score and play pick and roll. You have Jamal Murray out there. You have a shooter in Tim Hardaway. So it's just a normal lineup, but I think I saw enough. Like, the bench is going to be good. I just think it's going to be good this season.
Yeah, I don't love that a lot of that hinges on Jamal Murray minutes, though. That's kind of like
Jamal Murray getting tired because
I'm saying, like, he played 40 minutes, and that's why the bench was working in a lot of, I mean, not entirely, but a lot of what made sense about that bench unit. Like, I love Big Val's passing. He was throwing down.
He had a nice one tonight.
A couple of, and I did good, like, man. He is really good. I wish that there was a different, that they had that backup one so that Murray could sit down. Like, after seeing this one game,
but you
it's
think
like
35 minutes is too much?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's just true. You take the overtime out of it, like Wynn said, it's 35.
There's
going to be 30 players that, or maybe 40 players that play 35 minutes. It's like that's.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me a little nervous, is all I'll say. Like both the starting unit and the bench unit are kind of hinging on Jamal Murray. It doesn't make me feel great.
And those are minutes. He's not just out there. Minutes you're relying on.
Him. But I agree with what you guys are saying. I mean, it is very encouraging. I mean, it's not. It's like we got the Val Pals tonight. I realize if it goes good, it's the Val Pals. If it goes bad, it's the JV unit.
unit.
That's how it goes.
There you go. I like it.
But so tonight we got the Val Pals, and it was very encouraging. They did win all of their minutes in the end. Like, all of them ended up in the positive, and sadly, it was the starting unit that booted it for this game. Or this.
What a weird spot to be in.
I agree. One thing I liked from Adelman was, the second unit in the second stint trying to keep their heads above water. It's a moment to win the game. He sends AG back out there. I like that.
Oh, yeah, that was
I
good
like
move.
that
He had
a lot.
good moves. He had some good stuff.
Edelman's rotations were great tonight.
That move and those minutes from the bench should have won them this game.
Definitely.
Right? And so that's one point we would be lauding at this point. So I want to point that out, right? Like, hindsight warriors here about what didn't go well, but that was a good choice that I thought could have won them this game.
Tim Hardaway Jr., not afraid.
No.
He gets in there, and it's kind of a nice thing. I mean, when we talk about veteran players, I do think, you have the giveth and taketh thing already going for him, and it is going to be true all year because that guy knows what he's out there to do. It's I see a little daylight just rise and elevate to your shot. And he had one tonight that I was just like, bro, that's a quick trigger, and he nailed it. And you're like, well, you know what?
And then he had the shot fake that we all thought he was going to shoot.
That would have been a horrible shot.
Big time
whatever.
I enjoy having a guy who wants that shot off the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, Julian was like that as well. But
yeah, true.
But it's just
Julian's. I feel like you could see coming before he head down
Julian
dribbling
takes a while
and
to
goes,
load up.
Tim Hardaway, it's almost like it's like bang. He's in your shot motion.
My favorite Hardaway shot actually was like kind of mid to late fourth. And it was
step in one?
Yes, inside the perimeter, right, with the action with Jokic, and he just kind of steps into a jumper. And that was one where last year you kind of look at the second unit and the rotation. Who makes that shot,
Absolutely.
right? So the confidence is important. That said, there will be another side to this coin, and we will have a very different version of this conversation at some point.
It's kind of weird how much he stands in contrast to Cam.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Like,
Skip
step
pointer.
up, dude. Cam, like, look at Tim Hardaway's.
Does Cam Johnson just need to think less?
Yes.
I mean, a little bit. Yeah, but this is why I say that I think it takes a little bit more time. Is he is thinking it like basketball is largely you feel it. And I think for a guy like Cam, he has to think it before he feels it. And he's like still trying to think through what it is. So everything's a little slow, a little flat. Yep. But I do think he'll get to a point where it's like, oh, okay, now I got it. And I can just feel the game. Tim Hardaway, I'm not sure how much he thinks the game, but he certainly feels it. So he's always
he thinks it a perfect amount.
For a shooter, for
he
a gunner.
thinks that he feels it.
I will say Bruce Brown.
You thought you lost Mike.
Yeah, you thought so. We just swapped him into the bench.
He didn't have to die for him to be reincarnated.
I'll have to go back because I don't have strong takes about this, but I just noticed Bruce Brown making plays tonight.
Agreed.
Defensively, he was really good.
Just that play at the end where he grabbed the rebound that he had no business getting and then found Jamal. You're like, that's what he does. He just gets this extra position for you. And I felt like 3 or 4 times this game, I thought that's what happened.
He played good enough. I mean, he got blown by Pajemski a couple times.
In the beginning, you're right.
Yeah. You're right.
I thought he settled in from there.
But
you're
I
right.
think overall he was good enough. He did a lot of Bruce Brown things, like the offensive rebounds. I mean, those are Bruce Brown plays.
All right, let me ask. Oh, wait. No, we will have another break. Oh, the Spencer Jones thing. We'll talk about it real quickly. Here's why I'm not surprised Spencer Jones played, and I'm not sure I don't even hate it. If you're going to play a 10-man rotation, and I think he wants to do it, if you put Julian out there for 3 minutes, maybe he gets a shot up. There'll probably be games where he plays, but that's what he brings you. How often is the ball going to find him? Are you deliberately trying to find him and now you throw it off? I don't know how much value that is. Jalen Pickett is like a steadying force if you need a steadying force, but for 3 minutes, does that make a difference? Spencer Jones has a role in a 3-minute stint. It's go out there, full court press, just get into him and buy us 3 minutes, and then you'll come out the game. And I just think he's going to have a lot of games that look like tonight. 6 minutes, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 1 steal, 0 blocks, 1 turnover, 0 fouls, 0 points. But it's like, just go out there and guard them, wear them down so that we can buy an extra couple minutes before, so our rotation makes sense.
Yes, but then when you're looking out there and you're like, you're asking a lot of Jokic. Now, mostly that works out, but there's no point guard in that lineup, and he had the turnover, and maybe it's easy for me to hone in on that. Maybe this is a good move.
Because it's so weird. Because it's so like abnormal.
Yeah, it just really stood out. I mean, look, let's not kid ourselves. We thought Spencer Jones might play, but going right to him on opening night, even for just 6 minutes, it's pretty notable, man.
Well, they gave up 137 points, and I have to imagine he was like, anyone got Spencer? Can you make any difference here? I don't know if you can.
You've convinced me.
We have this other break, so I kind of want to keep going through this. I will say, it's a great test in a lot of ways for the Nuggets. I think the big things I walk away from this game thinking are, the Nuggets are not in as good a shape as I was hoping that they would be.
Same.
They really make a lot of sense. When the Nuggets were on tonight, when they were rolling, they were just knocking them out. They were down 10-0, and then they were up like 29-16 or something. Like, it was a knockout punch, and to me, that's the level Denver can get to. And it's good to see, because you're like, okay, they do have that in them. But unfortunately, they are not as polished as the Warriors were tonight. The Warriors were like a more veteran team tonight, kind of. And so the Warriors are a little bit ahead of them in where they are at, and we're able to close this out, as evidenced at the end of the second quarter and the end of the fourth quarter. But I still walk away saying Denver's best punch is a pretty good haymaker.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You saw it tonight.
Now, look, they're not going to get this from Aaron Gordon every night, but they're also going to get more from Yoke. They're going to get more from Christian, even, I'd wager. And offensively, I think it'd be foolish to sweat much about this squad.
And they got like just a vintage Curry performance against them. Steph Curry went out of his mind. I mean, I would say he went out of his mind. He does it all the time.
Right,
does it all the time, but you can't always get that level out of Steph Curry. You can often, but not always, and we got it tonight, unfortunately.
The only way I'll disagree with you, because you're right, 42 doesn't happen no matter how open you are. I kind of think this matchup's easy for Steph. I'm not saying it's easy for the Warriors, but Christian can't guard him around screens, and Yoke can't guard him in pick and roll. So I think he gets to his shots, the shots he wants.
And Draymond
was wide open.
Draymond was great tonight too, man. Like the Draymond Curry 2-man game.
That one little
through the legs
2-man thing they had.
He just when they're on a line, it's like Green's understanding of what Curry's about to do before Curry does it is through
it's
the
impressive.
roof.
Not a lot of peanut butter and jelly tonight. We saw it a few times and it worked.
I know.
There was a lot to begin the game, and then to end the game as well.
It
worked at the beginning of the game. Didn't really work at the end.
Because at the end, like every time Jokic got the ball in his hands, he just shot a 3. The weirdest thing ever.
With this game, though, they had it at the beginning, 2-man game. Jokic had those 3 layups. Murray was going. AG just takes over in the second and third quarters, and then at the end, you're just trying to reestablish that rhythm, and they just were tired and didn't have it.
My buddy and listener of the show, Rupert, shout out Rupert, he asked me if I understand the Trident holiday effect. Do you never recognize this?
The Trident holiday effect.
Gonna have to Google that one.
Yeah, well, it might be a thing he made up.
Oh, that could be it.
Trident holiday apparently returns 2 kicks in one game.
Trident holiday.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Bronco.
Trident holiday.
Trident
Yeah,
holiday, he's returner.
Oh, he spelled it right the second time.
Yes.
Returns 2 kicks for a touchdown.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, everything's going, but it's such an outlier that
Yes.
the game gets weird.
Yes.
And he, posits that maybe AG catching fire actually threw off the rhythm of the Nuggets because it's like, well, now AG's on fire. I don't know if I buy that.
They did have 131 points, though.
I was going to say, I don't know if I buy that fully, but at least something to kind of posit. All right.
A little bit, maybe.
Take a little break. On the other side, I want to wrap this up by circling back to what is the big topic, which is Nikola Jokic, and just ask each other, how concerned are we
How concerned are you?
that Jokic is not just a game or 2 away from being in great shape, but maybe more? Stay tuned.
Guys, if you're looking for something to do tomorrow, go down to UC Health's Nuggets Fan Media Takeover, corner of 16th and Arapahoe. They've got a whole bunch of events set up there. You can win autographed Nuggets items. You can get trading cards on site. You can enter to win prizes, special appearances from tons of Nuggets talent, Rocky, Nuggets dancers. They'll both be out there Friday. You can get your official Media Day photo taken out there too. So check it out, corner of 16th and Arapahoe. Also, if you go, tag us on Twitter, tag them on Twitter, send us your pictures. We'll shout you out. Follow along, tag your Media Day photos to UC Health social channels on Instagram at UC Health and on Twitter at UC Health. 16th and Arapahoe going on tomorrow. It's their last day of the week, 4 to 8 p.m. You can go out there, corner of Arapahoe and 16th Street, win autographed items, trading cards, Nuggets gear. Rocky and Nuggets dancers will be out there too. 4 to 8 p.m. Check it out.
The season started tonight. I think technically it started 2 days ago for me because they say every season starts at Dick's, and that's where Harrison and I were. I actually bought a sweet Nuggets hat, and while I was there, I saw a bunch of gear from top brands like Nike, Adidas, and DNVR. I saw some DNVR gear there. A real treat in the Broncos section to see Eric's hard work and our brand just gracing a beautiful and large store, by the way. Score the latest equipment for baseball, football, soccer, basketball, golf, and all your tailgating essentials at Dick's Sporting Goods. If you found a lower price, they'll match it with their best price guarantee. Get your gear fast with free curbside pickup at your nearest store or easy shipping from Dicks.com because every season starts at Dick's.
Alrighty, final segment back here on the DNVR Nuggets podcast. We appreciate all the real ones that are hanging out with us on night number 1.
There's so many real ones.
So many real ones, man. This is going to be a great year. Also, shout out Super Producer Kale. Had a million things to do tonight between all of the various things, figuring out a new way to get our watch along going.
Crushed it.
Did a million things, and he even made a game ball. Who is it tonight, Kale?
I wonder who
the
there were
chat
two.
is.
There were. I saw this. There
Yeah.
were 2 choices: AG or Murray. Last time I checked, it was neck and neck.
I don't know why he didn't put Spencer
Oh,
Jones
it
on
was
there.
game
Oh,
ball.
it is AG.
I'm
Okay.
actually
Oh, what a
surprised.
shock.
I'm
It is
surprised. He
AG.
pulled ahead 98% to 2%.
Did the chat say why they voted him?
Yeah.
Was it the 50 points?
Might have been.
Okay.
I
all right.
think that's scoring bias. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I know, dude. That's the Trindon holiday effect, if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
The Trident holiday effect.
50
I'm
points.
like, is that like a Greek thing?
Trident gum.
Trident holiday.
50 points on 21 shots, 17 makes, 10 of 11 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Unbelievable.
And he was great on defense too.
Dude,
True.
if AG had
That's right,
30
Harrison.
points, I think this wouldn't have hurt as bad. But we're like, come on, do it for AG.
Dude, Justin
8
Michael,
rebounds.
who writes our newsletter, which if you not subscribe to, you absolutely need to. It's great. Get in your inbox every single morning. He said that he was about to predict that AG would have a 50-point game this season, but he was too chicken to do it. It happened the first game.
He did
We
say
were all
that. I do
chicken
want
to
to
do
give him
that
credit.
too.
He did
None of us
say
predicted
that.
it either.
The funny thing is, you're too chicken to write your bold predictions take at the beginning of the season. Nobody remembers this.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
No,
you just
But
throw.
if you get it right, you're a legend.
No, then you
forever.
call it. That's the
Yeah.
only way anyone remembers
yeah.
is they're like, damn,
I mean,
you
I
called
said
that?
Yokes could have a 40-20-20 game.
This is like when
Nobody's
draft
gonna remember that.
draft guys just predict every drafted
Unless it
player
happens.
is good, and then they call it back when it's good.
Yeah.
Let's circle back now to Jokic here. We were joking about how seldomly we've been this upset with Jokic. Like, he's had...
Bro.
Jokic either has great games, very good games, or merely good games. This was a bad game, and it's a little bit like, And he wasn't in great shape at Eurobasket. And we're like, it's Eurobasket. It's whatever. Didn't look great coming into the year. We had Doug Eberhardt, former NBA coach, and that was one of his big takeaways. Is he like, Jokic doesn't look like he's in shape?
Maybe that's why he wouldn't say his name right.
He called him Jokic. Yeah, he's like, Jokic didn't look like he's in shape, and then tonight it was like, man, that's a problem. So here's the thing. Getting in shape is hard, and it's harder the older you get. This is one of the sad things of life. I used to be able to diet for 3 hours, and I could lose as much weight as I wanted to. Now I'm 41. I can't lose any weight.
Yeah, now we just have to smoke cigarette after cigarette after cigarette.
Have to do
it's
that.
the only way.
But Jokic is 30, right? 30 going on 31. And I look at this, and I'm like, man, I'm kind of a little worried that he said, I used training camp to get in shape, and here we are. And I'm like, is Jokic going to be out of shape for the first 10 games? Adelman actually brought this up at practice. Do you remember this?
Yes, he did.
He's like, some guys are out of shape to start, and
shape.
the first 10 games, you lose games. I'm like, damn it, is that us?
Didn't he say he was on a good track with his shape, though?
Who?
Jokic.
Again, maybe he's thinking about how it was when he was 28.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it sucks. It just sucks, like, how that game transpired, because he was... it was the Aaron Gordon show and Jamal Murray show in the first half. But Jokic had a good first half, I thought.
Yeah, he did.
He was fine.
He was fine.
He was trending towards a triple-double.
He got a triple-double eventually.
But, he was good in the first half, and then the second half, like, the bottom just fell out of the offense and defense. And, I mean, look, man, like, looking at the Nuggets schedule, they have, Phoenix here at home on Saturday. Then they go... at Minnesota Monday, games every other day until their 6th game of the year.
That's good, though. Every other day is almost the perfect way to start a season.
Yeah, I know. I almost think it's probably the best thing for him at this point and this team.
Yeah.
Are you worried about it at all?
Yes. It's like, I cannot believe. Why? Like, he really did not look good in Eurobasket. He really did just take the summer off. And you'd want him to have that. You want him to be able to rest his body, enjoy his life. But, I mean, he definitely likes to drink beer. And he has, a beer body at this point.
Yeah,
you could tell,
I'm glad you said it, man, because I was going back.
He's just, he's got... And I'm surprised he hasn't, gotten more in shape since training camp started and everything. He's definitely putting work in now, but he... looked very slow. He looked very sluggish, especially at the end of the game. He settled for 13 3-point attempts, which is just
I hate that.
an unbelievably ridiculous number.
The weirdest part was there were a couple that were early shot clock.
They were ridiculous.
Weird statement threes.
And you were kind of like, all right, well, if Jokic does it, it's probably the right decision. But as it went down, you're like, no, that is not the right decision. You're the right decision maker. That's what you do. You always make the right choice. That's why you are the GOAT. That's why you are our most revered basketball and just sports figure in the city of Denver. And him, he also was short arming, the things that are automatic to him. The fact that he missed that last shot, I just can't get over. He missed a free throw down. I mean, there was just a bunch of stuff that were just so non-Jokic in the way that it went down. They really did have this game. And I'm exactly like you said. As soon as it went to overtime, it was like, well, they had their chance and they blew it. There's no way. They're clearly out of gas, and they had just enough to get there. They were up 7 points with a minute and a half.
Dude, it was the charge, Paul. It was the non-challenge that went right into a turnover. It was a 5-point swing in 15 seconds, and you're like, damn, 7 down to 2 that quick.
I kind of want to combine the points that you two just made. Once you turn 30, taking care of your body becomes a very different thing.
Brother, don't I know it.
If what Eric mentioned is a big factor, it's a different game when you're 30. It's a different game. I'll say I am more disappointed than worried, right?
For sure.
I think Jokic is across 82 games. I'm going to go out on a limb, guys, and say he's going to have a good season. But it is a little disappointing and ironic in a painful way that some guys finally came into the season in a little bit better shape, and the guy who has admittedly carried this organization on his back for large stretches, for most of a decade, just this time isn't. It's cruelly ironic. It certainly is what happened tonight. There's no way around it. I do think Jokic will probably play his way into shape and play well, but I wish it wasn't a storyline in the opener, and if it wasn't, they're 1-0. So.
Last thing I'll give Jokic saving grace here is let's just see what happens against the Phoenix Suns, because the Warriors are a particularly exhausting team to play. Yeah, they just are. They move the ball so fast. Curry's all over. You panic. You have to jump out. It's a tough team. But
I mean, Jokic had a terrible game. He only had 21-point triple-double. It's awful.
I know. It is. And we are into triple-double counting. We did talk about could he break the record and pass.
It's like most players.
He is on pace at the moment to pass Russell Westbrook this year for most all time.
It's the greatest stat line that almost every other player in the league would post. And it was just deeply disappointing from Jokic because he didn't make the right play at the right time.
I saw a lot of people saying, should they have tried to get Aaron Gordon to look down the stretch?
Dev was definitely saying that.
I was fine with Yoke taking that shot.
Me too.
I'll have him take that shot 10 times out of 10.
Me too.
Obligatory final 5 minutes of an opening losers lounge. I'm not off of any takes I had a week ago.
I am. I'm off all of them.
I think offensively, the Nuggets showed a lot to be excited about tonight. I can't wait to watch them play again. I thought the bench looked better. Aaron Gordon looking healthy and dialed in is great. There's a lot to be excited about, but it's just frustrating. And you lose a winnable game to open the year, and you do have some negative things to talk about.
It was a road game against what I think is one of the 5 or 6 best teams in the NBA. That might actually be even better than that. Their question with the Warriors is they're never really healthy, but they're healthy for game 2. So we got, you got a good team.
It does factor. Yeah.
But I will say that the Phoenix Suns are not that, and that's who you get at home on Saturday. So we'll get another sample size on Saturday, and I can't wait for it. Kale, everybody's done hearing what we had to say. Let's hear what they had to say.
There's lots.
Super chats. Maddox, no one could
Okay,
ever
we're
make
going to do a positive count.
Okay, thank you. Maddox, no one could ever make me like Stephen Curry.
I'm going to count that as positive. Ding.
That's crazy, man.
He is arguably the most likable person, not even in the NBA, just on Earth.
But there's nothing worse
The
than
only person that doesn't like Steph Curry is his wife.
Is there? Bro. Next, Kale, quick.
I'm sorry. Was that too hot for TV?
Incredible joke. I got to let it marinate. Ryan B, after preseason and today, when do we worry about Cam? Honestly, incredible joke. I think Ryan, we talked about it in the show, and I'm sure you heard it. Peter Duck, well, I'm not too bummed out. Jokic sadly lost all feeling in his shooting hand, but I liked a lot of what I saw. Still, all the Nuggets are good.
Okay, ding. One good one, one positive. Let's
He
go.
lost all feeling in his shooting hand? Kind of negative.
That's true. Middle.
Neutral.
Classic giveth and taketh.
Give it take it.
Big Honey, super entertaining game, even in a tough loss. It's a lot better than watching 26 SGA free throw attempts. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Any thoughts on Chancey Terry's situation?
Yeah, we'll talk about that
terrible.
tomorrow. We'll talk
It'll be
about that
tomorrow.
tomorrow. That's a tomorrow
Colorado
topic.
basketball,
A lot of
not a
thoughts for
great,
sure.
a great day.
Seriously, Dream Reaver 1410. I've missed you guys. So happy
Missed
this
you
season
too.
has returned finally. Mr. Nugget God mode tonight, and Jokic we still trust.
Yeah, 100%. We just got to vent, though. You got to let us vent.
Got event. Nash Sweden. Happy new season. Deep roster. Bright future ahead.
Ding, positive.
positive.
Ding. I think we're 2 positives. Middle, 2 positives, and a negative one.
Friend of the fellows, friend of the show, Teens on Acid.
Let's
We're
go.
back, boys. AG wasn't joking when he said he felt like his talent, IQ, and athleticism were on alignment this season.
Dude,
Jamal
he's the
for
man.
All-Star game.
Positive.
Ding.
I mean, right now I'd say AG for All-Star. He's going to take Jokic's spot.
Yeah, right. Yeah. There's a best player. In
I know,
town,
that's what
man.
happened. They're like, is AG didn't play with an all-star for the entire second half of his career.
The Nuggets are going to have 2 All-Stars this year, and neither of them will be Jokic.
I know. What? One's going to be Tim Hardaway Jr.?
I mean, this is
Ultimate
not
given.
positive, Eric. Last 2 times we've seen Jokic in a Nuggets jersey, it has not been pleasant. Everyone wanted to win tonight except him.
Oh, boy.
Jacking threes for no reason.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think he wanted to win.
Probably wanted to. Didn't do enough to, though. Chunk Dick Wells burner.
Yeah.
Get ready for it. God, that just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Get ready for a title run. This team has the pieces. By the way, SGA already has more free throws made than field goals made, 27-33.
Yes.
Speaking of merchants, why do flower merchants refuse to work in 2-story buildings? Because they're florists.
Positive.
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it is. Classic Chunk, man. He's
A
got
joke
to.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like when you're a kid, you get a joke book.
Yeah, my
When you're a
daughter
kid,
has
you just
one.
like read off jokes. I
got one from somebody from here for my daughter.
I read that Steph Curry joke about his wife in a joke book. That's where I got that.
Michael Porter Truther. -7. Oh, here we go, guys. Buckle up. -17.
let's go.
Denver media spent the summer saying that MPJ, but smaller,
all
worse
over.
at shooting
Yeah,
and
let's
less tough,
go.
was better than MPJ because of ball handling
all
and brain.
over.
On a
man.
team where only 2 guys handle the ball.
I'm Michael Porter Truther. I'm glad you're still with us.
I know,
what?
dude.
He's with us.
Honestly, I'm glad
Look,
you're still with us.
Is he?
bro.
Was he in the
I-
Brooklyn
you
chat?
better, yeah, you better
yesterday,
be.
or not really.
You better be yelling at everyone in Brooklyn. Also, not
I
just
will
us.
say if it helps anyone, I'm not even going to do it. Scoreboard after one game, Michael Porter Truther's up. 5 ish. Let's go, baby. New season, new goals. This season, I'm counting to 5 bench 3-pointers.
Oh God.
Which, by the way, I
got
ran the
three-
math
this
on
is
this,
starting-
buddy.
Bro, no way.
This is really far fetched. 2 3-pointers down, only 553.
Wow.
2 3 So this is
Bro.
starting off
Shout out
similar
AG.
to the Zeke minutes last year. Like
We're on
very,
pace for
very slow.
162. We're there's no way
We
we're
need a
hitting
lot
this.
more from Tim Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway needs to give it.
Mad Dog, AG, most efficient player I have ever seen. By the way, where's the coach?
Well,
Yeah,
we talked about all of that.
Hail Norman, all the Aaron Gordons are good.
Let's go.
Amin, $125 million man, got to play some type of defense.
It's already happened. We got our first
There it is.
viewing Christian Brown through
There
the
it
lens
is.
of his contract
It doesn't kick in
comments.
until next year. He's still the
Yeah, don't play any defense this year.
Big Honey.
Yeah.
I want Angry Yoke versus the Wolves. I also want to remind everyone still watching, you can join us on Overtime. Which is on the internet, which is where most of you are watching us already.
And it's also the time where we also fall apart because we're tired.
We're tired. Big Honey, I want Angry Yoke versus the Wolves. 303 card. Jokic / Adelman loss. Never varied coverages on Steph down the stretch. Watching that Steph logo 3 from Dreamcatcher Stables.
I know.
Over.
What do you
We're
even,
back.
What do you even do?
I was gonna say I love the thing of like, what are you doing and letting him shoot from half court?
I know.
What are you doing?
This is ridiculous.
Bro, I will say there's nothing. That was such a crazy shot. It wasn't because there was 20
It
seconds
was
left.
kind of like the Olympic 3.
It
Yeah,
was.
You think he's gonna make a move and try to get somebody on skates and step back, and he literally is just like, whatever, no move, half court, cash.
Yeah.
Steph isn't always that, but man, when he gets to be that, you're just like,
The thing
well,
is,
F me.
Totally, dude. And the Nuggets have enjoyed some shot luck against Steph Curry over the years, honestly, but
Yeah.
not tonight.
No.
Sure sketch. Yes, I'm mad at Yoke. Yes, I hate it. It hurts, but he'll bounce back with a random ass 45, 12, and 11 next game. And I will not be shocked. Let's go Nuggets.
Positive. Good positive.
It's
comment.
correct,
I like
brother.
it. Ding.
It would be unshocking.
Dude, we're getting like way more positive. It's almost like it's the first game of the year.
Yeah, first game.
Hope springs eternal, sort of.
Ghostly Gengar. This is just like the Magic game a few seasons ago when AG scored 40 and no one else decided to show up and help him.
Yeah.
That is like that Magic game.
They do lose all
He's
of
like,
AG's
all right, guys,
best games.
I'm playing against my old team and mean a lot if you backed me tonight. They're like, yeah,
They're like, we don't care.
we don't care.
We don't. The Magic. We don't give an F.
One of the many things AG borrowed from Jokic is the Nuggets always lose his best games. Tucker Rivera, AG 50 piece on opening night is the only thing I'm going to remember from this game.
There we
Nuggets
go.
in 5, Sickos Unite.
Brother, it's all you should
Ding,
remember. It's all you need to
ding.
remember.
And
Let's
it's
go.
a good chance it is what we remember. Mountain Aesthetic, I watch SGA and Curry and all these smalls get calls in 25 again. And after another gambling scandal, I ask, is the Serbian Mafia not as good as the New York Mafia?
It's gonna be a rough year,
Let's
fellas.
not find out.
Yeah.
Let's not find out.
And I would
about
also
that.
like to remind all of our Serbian listeners that I was reading someone else's
Yeah,
comment
dude.
there. That was
we
not
only
me.
half agree with some of it.
Yeah.
But we won't tell you which
I
part.
won't tell you which half. I mean, Bruce was good tonight. I want more Brucey B minutes. Kyle M. Hey, D-Line.
Hey, what up? Let's go. Ding.
Yeah, I think-
Positive.
You
Should
get
we
this
keep
one.
track? Should we hold Kyle accountable for these
Do
super
we
chats
should
this
can't,
year?
Yeah, we gotta hold him
Kale
accountable.
might have
Put
to
a
make a little
tally next to D-line.
little
Yeah, yeah.
Google sheets. we need to know like what
I'll
the tally
I'll
is.
make this
You know
one.
what?
I'll make this one.
We
It's
might have to know. Kyle said
One
hi,
for
D-line.
D-line.
Yeah.
One. Scoreboard.
Dude, I'm
D-line's
up on this
But-
season.
but
dude.
we
Also,
all-
we need to keep track who he gets
Stats.
into after wins and
Yeah, I
losses.
was gonna say we need some stats on
Yeah.
this. We need some like. All right,
Mitch
Kale,
Sims.
make the spreadsheet with lots of sub details so we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
track
Yeah.
it
Kale.
throughout the year.
So that it's as hard for you as possible.
Tally it up.
road,
Tally it up.
road game versus home game.
Yeah.
You know, like
Jersey
a little bit of
color.
everything. Yeah, jersey. Get
Try
the
to,
jersey.
try
in
to
there.
stylize it if you can. Mitch
Yeah.
Sims, we didn't get there
Time.
tonight, but I'm extremely encouraged. It just feels special this year. The hyperbole will have to wait, D-line.
I know. Tough.
I mean, if you go back and look, Jamal twisted his ankle late in the third, chasing a loose ball versus Jimmy when he just fell on his
Mate,
own.
this might be it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you know
I
what?
saw that in the watch.
Yeah,
log,
you're
forgot
right.
about it until now.
I
That's a
did
good point.
too. You know what? You bring up something. I take back some of my Jamal Murray stuff. He was
Well,
injured.
I mean,
possibly
that happens.
Maybe
I
it
still
wasn't.
feel-
Honestly, I think it might be a thing because he looks so good. Like Yoke looked a little you know, he was methodical or whatever. But Murray looked like springy, and then all of a sudden it was gone. So you might be right.
After one game is beyond frustrating. But yes, yes. Grapes. I wore my AG jersey. I wore my AG ones. I ordered a 50 burger at your lovely bar.
Let's go.
And the monkey paw curled on me. We better destroy Phoenix.
I know.
Thanks for coming down to the
Thanks
bar.
I'm wearing my shoes that are very bright. Do not
Trash
go.
'em.
Do
Put
not
'em on
look.
fire.
Do not look good on me at all. Doesn't matter. The shoes themselves are amazing. They're AG, and they're the ones with both the Jokic and the AG logos on them in a lenticular. Whatever.
Yep.
Sucks.
Okay. One guy who probably didn't make it to the bar tonight, Josh Barnett from Down Under. No need to panic in the first trimester. Hashtag the year of bombers.
No one gets it like Josh.
I bet Zayn.
The first trimester is the scariest.
It
so
is
that's
the scary.
scary.
Yeah, it is.
Zane Begg, I'm betting nobody would have guessed this. AG most made threes in a season opener, tying the NBA record set by Terry Rozier. Can someone fact check this?
Was
Doesn't
AG
matter. Nobody
betting
facts
his
check it.
overs
I don't
tonight?
care.
AG was hammering his overs.
Christoph Serzabak, Jokic missed all those threes to make Cam feel more comfortable. What a leader.
Bro, that's so good of him. Positive. Ding.
Non-Val minutes killed us tonight. 81 wins still on my bingo card.
Hey, there you go on your bingo card.
Cole Bressler, Chauncey would have made that challenge. I don't think he would have. I think he very famously would not have made that challenge.
Bro, I can't believe. I love that the chat's in such a good,
I know.
dark
Jovial
mood.
chat.
Yeah, this is gallows humor.
Gallows humor tonight. Let's go.
Chat kept it very positive and real tonight at the
Hell
same
yeah.
time. It was a good chat. Big Plays 69, AG 50 burger. Man, what a player. Unfortunate end, but good to see our favorite Denver Nugget. Good to see our Denver Nuggets play again. Also, Harrison Zinn. Do you have a favorite flavor of Zinn?
Burger flavored, right?
What are the flavors?
That's the best part. Harrison, not a Zinn guy.
What are the flavors?
It's like a winter mint. I don't know. Come on.
Cool.
I probably
There's
like
one.
Cool Mint.
Yeah, he's
If
a
I
cool
had
mint
it.
guy, dude. Cool mint guy over here. Bubble yum.
David, with I think a very fair point here, $10. Thank you, David. Not happy that the storyline coming out is that the in-shape Nuggets ran out of gas against the oldest team in the timeline in the league. Cam is just pressing, easier to make the All-Star game in the West as a guard or a forward. All the Nuggets are good.
I'd have to really think about that and look at it. I don't know.
Oh boy.
David also wants to shout out Harrison Zinn. He says also win. Those ad reads were flawless. Very lisp-less, one might say.
I know.
Here's to a great
Crazy how
season,
I
fellas.
don't have a list.
Well, that's because we're not here to
Fucking
lip check it. Yeah.
Unless I talk about that one
Fuckery.
guy on that one team. I can't say his name again. I'm scared.
That was so good, man.
Smith.
An all-time
Play the
name
clip,
here,
Kev.
Tuber Rubble. Oi! Greetings from Montana. I appreciate you nerds so much.
Hell yeah.
Well,
man.
that-
Hell yeah.
that-
And screw you, dude.
Feel as good as I
I feel like you got to introduce yourself first. I hope to darken your DNVR bar door
Let's
soon.
go.
That's for all you. Thanks for all you do,
Darken.
Mr. Wedum.
What do you think
Oh.
he's gonna darken?
Yeah, you can't smoke in door here's, bro. That's like a very you can't
be
do that.
Montana.
Darken it up.
Mr. Exquisite Nugget, home opener yoke better go supernova mode
Home opener.
Better
or broken heart
and melting.
and melting.
Well, season's over, fellas. Pack it
Kale,
up.
hit the outro music. So
When do
we
we
can go
start?
home.
We start talking about the draft when?
Yeah, some good players in the
draft.
draft. Some good players in the draft this year. What would Carlos Boozer's kid look like next to Yoke? I think it'd be
I
pretty
like
good.
that BYU guy.
Debanza?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, we'll have to keep our eye on him.
Reminds me of Jalen Brown.
I'm going to drive home, and tonight I'm going to be like, you know what? That was a good game against a good team, and the Nuggets barely lost.
They freaking should have won,
Yeah.
dude. They had.
I'll think that, and then I'll think they play pretty good, and then I'll think that, and we'll go back and forth. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. Appreciate everybody that
Oh.
hung out. Buzzer beater?
Buzzer beater. What are the flavors? Nice one.
Nice one. Yeah,
one.
nobody's
He's
buying
not
it.
buying it.
Harrison,
He's
nobody's
not
buying it,
buying it.
buddy. Hit that like button on the way out.
Thanks, everyone.